Hey, happy Friday. Well, I am just inspired to talk about something I've probably talked about before here and there, but I wanted to just straight up talk about it, and that is procrastination. All my life, I was a terrible procrastinator. It comes along with anybody with shame issues tends to be a procrastinator because we're always afraid we're going to fail, yada, yada, yada. We expect to fail. All that bullshit. I've worked through all that, and I don't expect to fail. I expect to have the result of my efforts, whatever they're going to be. It may not be what I expected. It may exceed what I expected as far as what I was hoping for. Either way, I get the result. And so, for me, one of the biggest stumbling blocks to getting things done and what made me such a terrible procrastinator is I would picture the immensity of a project, the whole global scale of it, and I would let that keep me intimidated, like, oh, when am I ever going to have the time to dig into it? If I start this, it's going to be this all-encompassing thing. I can't stop. I had to keep going. When will I have the time and the energy? And what about all these other things? And it wasn't until I started doing my work and dealing with all the bullshit shame issues that I started to learn how to tackle big tasks. And I think one of the most common things when people talk to me who I've never met before, and they find out what I'm doing, they find out what I've done, everything, real common comments is, wow, I can't imagine pulling this off. I can't imagine ever having done this or done that, or how'd you even get going? And wasn't it a huge job to do this, that, and the other thing? And yeah, it was. Yes. But the key to actually moving through, for me anyway, the key to beating that, putting it off, procrastination thing, the intimidation factor of a big project, was to finally quit having it in my head that I can't start it unless I can finish it like all in one go. And I started to learn and gain the discipline of doing a little bit. Do something every day. What you're thinking about, what you want to do, may be a really big deal that's going to take years to accomplish it. And if you talk to people who build or create amazing things, build projects, build organizations, anything, these things that take years to do, and you think, wow, they spent years doing this. Those folks have learned that getting into some expectation that you can get anything done quickly that's a big deal is a trap, and it really brings you into a place of being overwhelmed and procrastinating. And the trick is, do a little something every day. It doesn't have to be monumental, but every little bit of something you do that takes you any bit of distance toward your goal is meaningful, is valuable. It doesn't have to be a big red letter day every time you put your hand or your mind to the task. The important thing is, figure it out. I know that's sometimes the hardest thing. Figure out what it is you want to do, what it is that is the dream. And then, a lot of these dreams, of course, take finances and resources, etc. You don't have to have that to get started. You can start mapping out your dream. You can write about it each day. You can research about it each day. What you're going to need, what you need to do. Start creating a plan. Creating a plan can take a long time, and that's progress, and that doesn't cost you anything but your mental focus and energy. And again, it doesn't have to be a huge thing. It can be a little bit every day. A little bit every day adds up way quicker than you'd think. And I just want to encourage you, don't let the immensity or the size of your dream keep you from manifesting it. We all have something we want to do. We all have something we're passionate about and would like to make happen. And the vast majority of those things take a lot of time. And so we live in kind of a culture where instant gratification is a thing. Maybe your dream is going to call for you to sacrifice a lot of what are luxuries for you or things you feel like you have to have. A new pair of shoes each month. I don't know. A subscription to a magazine. A concert, every couple weeks. I don't know. Coffee every day. Holy shit, that stuff's expensive. Start sacrificing a little something for your dream. It really gives you some traction when you start to sacrifice. And you literally, it's almost like self-accountability. Let's say it is the coffee. Let's say you decide, I'm not getting a coffee every day at the coffee shop. I'll make my own coffee. And maybe you even only make your own coffee 2 days a week. I'll tell you what, those 2 days a week that you do that, it will be a reminder, oh, yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I should think about it. What can I plan? What can I do towards that? And when you skip that coffee, don't freaking spend the money somewhere else. If you sacrifice something towards a goal, coffee's freaking $5 a shot now. Put that $5 in an account. Save it. Set it aside. Like you bought the coffee, but you didn't. You're investing bit by bit in your dream, in what you want to do, instead of feeling just constantly trapped and like you can never get any traction. It's these little sacrifices that add up. It's little steps of focusing some time and energy, just researching or thinking about what it is you want to do, looking at how other people do it if someone else is doing a similar thing, and invest your energy. That doesn't cost you anything. Make sacrifices to start saving up some funds towards what you want to do. And I'm not talking about vacations. I'm not talking about saving for a trip, okay? I'm talking about life-changing shit. Stuff that helps you create a life that you don't feel like you desperately need an escape from. Twice a year. You save up or whatever to go on a trip to just, shake it all off and try to, repair yourself from your regular life. Think about the possibility of creating a life for yourself that is literally what you'd want, and I'm not saying any life is perfect. I live on the financial edge. I love my life, but it's not easy, but at least I like it. And there's lots of folks who live a hard life and a lot harder than me. Obviously I'm retired, different deal, but they live a hard life and they're not liking it. And I know that's a lot of people because I talk to a lot of people. You can change that. It just takes investing your mind, your spirit, and a little bit of sacrifice of things that can really add up to take you towards your goal. But more than anything, I just wanted to say, spend a little time every day thinking and focusing your energy on what it is you want to do. And you may not know yet, so at this point, focus a little time and energy every day on the things you're passionate about and looking at different ways you could live a life that has that passion of yours at the core of it. I'm telling you, you'll be happy you did. And so this has just been on my heart today. I'm about to start finally doing portraits here. I'm in touch with agencies. We're going to get scheduled, get booked. And it feels so good to be doing that again. And this just kind of came up for me thinking about that. Yeah, all right. I'm done with all the work I've been needing to do. And now I can get on with the portrait gifting. And that brings such joy to my heart. And it just inspired me to talk about this. Because getting to the point to be able to do this took years and years and years of those baby steps with an occasional big red letter day, that's just what it takes. It takes time and heart and focus, and those things don't cost you any money. So figure it out and invest those things in yourself, and you'll find you'll do a lot less procrastinating about reaching your goals. Anyway, take good care of yourselves. I'll catch you next week.